Nanach, Nachma Mimin. Learning now Likutay Halachos, the collected laws on the code of law. Hilchos B'tzias Abbas, the laws of breaking bread, 5th chapter, and it's the 4th siman, the 4th main paragraph. With this, we could understand what the sages of blessed memory taught in the Talmud of Sanhedrin, page 102, on the second side. Ravashi, the sage Ravashi, he said in the study hall that tomorrow we will discuss our friends. And he was referring, it says in the Mishnah, that there are 3 kings that do not have a portion in the world to come. And he was saying that these kings were our friends, in other words, that they were also great sages, and even still they do not merit to have a portion in the future world. And Ravashi said, tomorrow we'll discuss them. And that night, one of these 3 kings, Menashe, came to Ravashi in a dream. And he had a complaint against Ravashi, what he was calling him his friend, as if he's an equal. And he challenged Ravashi, if we're equals, where does one make a blessing on the bread? Which part of the bread does he have in mind when he makes the blessing on? And Ravashi did not know the answer. Ravashi came to him in a dream, etc. And he told Ravashi, where does one begin to make the blessing of a motzi? And this is apparently perplexing. If Menashe wanted to antagonate him with words, and to push him away, to push him in his place with laws, to show him, what does he know about the law? Why did he take this exact law? There's a lot of laws. Why did he pick this law of where to make the blessing on the bread? But according to what we were learning, everything is resolved, everything's good. And everything is very precise, everything is very focused. Ravashi wanted to be dorish, to study, to extrapolate about the lowness of Menashe in his genus, how derogatory about Menashe, that who sinned and he served idols. Okay, and Shal Menashe, so Menashe asked Ravashi in the dream, since you want to study me, that I was so mistaken, to the extent that I came to serve idols, foreign worship. Im kain, if that's the case, tagidli, you tell me, where does one begin to say the blessing of hamosi, the blessing of the bread? Hainu, that is, ki avodah zara nikres kitzoa, because idols, foreign worship, is called vomit, an excrement. Kimosha Kasav, as it says in Isaiah chapter 28, ki kol shulchana mala kitzoa, that all the tables are full of vomit and excrement, etc. And it's referring to idols. V'ika kocha, and its main strength, lahato so adam, to make a person mistaken and bring him to make mistakes. Nimshach, this comes from mibchinas habgadim soim, from the aspect of the clothes of excrement, shenimshachu, which are drawn aydei ched adam arishon, from the sin of Adam, the first man, v'aydei achatoim shokol echad, and through the sins of every person, shaydei zeh, through these clothing of excrement that are caused from the sin, nislabish chas v'shalom, a person is clothed heaven have mercy, bivgadim soim, in garments of excrement, shemisavivim, which encompass uma'akmi mistaito, and make a person's mind, intellect crooked, bishigon mamish, with real craziness. Ad sheyachol lavul de avodah zarah, to the extent that a person can come to foreign worship, to idol worship. Kimo shamu razal, as our sages of blessed memory taught, hayom omelo asekach. Today the evil inclination tells a person to do this, and if he listens, ulemocha asekach tells him something else, and one thing leads to the next. Ad v'chulu, until first a person could just do something that seemed harmless, but he gets into listening to his evil inclination that soon he's listening to do really bad things. For al kain shaloso, so therefore Menashe asked Ravashi, if you mock me al shavadati avodah zarah, that I served idols, foreign worship, shi bechinas begadim soim kanal, which is an aspect of garments of excrement. So apparently you're clean of them. Im kain, so if that's the case, tell me, where does one begin to say the blessing of the bread? Because the main clarification and cleansing and purification from the aspect of clothes of excrement, is specifically at the time of eating. When one knows to bless and to break the bread correctly, as one could see, could experience right on, that the main clarification of the good from the vomit and excrement is through the eating. That's the process of clarification. So if that's the case, that you're mocking me, that I served idols, foreign worship, which is an aspect of vomit and excrement, so tell me, where one should make the blessing of the bread. If you know the sod, if Ravashi knows the secret of the breaking and the blessing of the bread. If you know how to break the bread and bless, in such a way that the food will be clarified in completion from the grasp of the garments of excrement, which the main clarification is through the breaking and the blessing of the bread. And since you don't know this in completion, so you should not be mocking that which I fell to foreign worship, which is vomit and excrement. Because even you cannot remove properly, completely the clothes of excrement, since you don't know where one begins to bless hamotzi, through which one has the main clarification of the clothes of excrement. And that which I came to actual foreign worship, idol worship, and you're clean from this, that Ravashi did and his friends did not come to actually do avodah zarah, foreign worship. Since in my days the evil inclination to serve idols and foreign worship was very, very, very great. And in the time of Ravashi, the sages already had slaughtered, had done away with that strong evil inclination. Like it says in the Talmud there, so like it says in the Talmud that Ravashi asked Menashe, if that's the case, that you're so proficient in the laws and you know how to bless the bread, so how did you come to serve the idols and foreign worship? And he answered him that if Ravashi would have lived in his times, he would have ran after them even stronger. So, because they had such a strong evil inclination there. Then, that his answer was, that he's also not clean of the garments of excrement. Since he doesn't know where to make the blessing of the bread, but even still, even though he doesn't know how to make the blessing of the bread, he didn't come to actual foreign worship, idol worship. Since now they already got done away with, they eradicated and nullified that strong evil inclination. So it comes out that we understand now that Menashe answered Ravashi in the same topic, in the same manner. Shekintro, that he was antagonized. That Ravashi, who was going to talk about the fallings of Menashe, he also is not pure of the garments of feces, which from there is the grasping of foreign idol worship. Nanach, Nachman, Nachman, Yumen.